Hey Momentum, my name's Nathan. I'm a senior in high school and I'm part of our youth group Amplify. And today I want to share with you my testimony. Back in 6th grade I got baptized, and looking back on it, I'm not sure how genuine it was. I'm sure there was definitely some sincerity to it, but I also felt some underlying pressure to get baptized. I'd grown up in the church. It was just the next step, just something I had to do. I didn't actually really ever follow God until going into my freshman year, when I was at my dad's old church and I was at their youth group, and the guy was up there talking about Revelation, and I was like, okay. And he was talking about lukewarm Christians and how God said that he would spit them out of his mouth. He'd rather us be either super invested in a relationship with him, on fire for him, or he'd rather us just not know him at all. He doesn't want people who are like, oh, I'm a Christian, but I don't really follow him. And I'm sitting there in my seat and I'm like, that's me. I am that lukewarm Christian. And I'm starting to panic. I'm like, well, I'm never going to see any of these people again, probably. So I'm asking all the questions I want in our small group. I'm like, am I really, saved? What's the state of my life? And the guy's like, I don't know really what to tell you, man. That's tough. It's kind of between you and God. And so I was like, I have to lock this in. So going into my freshman year, I started watching a bunch of apologetics videos, trying to see if Christianity actually is the real deal. And what apologetics is it's not saying you're sorry, it's defense of the faith, in that there's a lot of tough questions out there. There's a lot of things like, why is there suffering in the world? Or other things that would seemingly contradict the Bible. It's addressing those things and saying, is the Bible really a fraud, or is it the real deal? And it's doing that in a loving way as well. The problem with that for me is that I focused a lot on, wow, look at me, I know all this knowledge about apologetics, and rather than the relationship with Jesus, which is what it's all about. It didn't really matter that much anyway, because sophomore year, there was a girl who came into my life and she was not a Christian, and I definitely idolized that relationship with her, and things kind of fell apart with me and my relationship with God. And I even prayed a lot of the time that God would bless my relationship with her rather than praying instead to bless my relationship with him, which is pretty ironic. But nonetheless, things fell through with her, and I'm coming to my junior year and I hear a sermon from Dan about the book of Mark, and he's talking about how, Jesus, he sent his disciples off into the Sea of Galilee. He was talking about how he went up to the mountain to pray, and this storm comes in, and they're struggling. They're rowing as hard as they can to get through the storm to try to live. They think they're going to die. The disciples think that. They're going nowhere. They're just stuck in place against the waves. And it's talking about how Jesus saw them struggling against the oars. And what Dan was saying is that it might not necessarily be he literally saw them, with his eyes, struggling. It might be actually that he saw them spiritually where they were at in that storm. For me, that really resonated, because I was thinking that Jesus sees my struggles. I might tell other people of my problems in my life or how I'm struggling with my faith. They might know of it, but no one can really connect with me on that level that Jesus can. Even then, I still struggle to follow Jesus for 80 to 90% of the time, and I don't think anyone should call me a good Christian. I don't know. The thing is, for me, that as I transition now into college, there's a lot of uncertainty about where I'm gonna be in the next part of my life. And it's kind of understanding that the whole idea of Christianity is not necessarily about what can I do to be saved, or the knowledge I know about Christianity. It's not that at all. It's saying, Jesus came down here, he died for me because he loves me, and only that is what can help me be saved, help me to have this peace no matter where I go in my life. And so no matter what comes at me, it's kind of just praying to God that he would give me the desire for him. But yeah, that's my testimony. Thank you for listening to me, guys.